but kambe ka besok ru iki bakin penyai dia kata ka jong ka jing bitar kenang bakan wan ra susu bre yuso uba kamba
boleh simun postot mentang nginget ba ka ketua grafik kalau long ready to ngin ya pai menta shen ka grafik hadin ka grafik ngin yo ka jing kan interview bat I ba Dr. Ricky Ajesin kon ngin pe chai ka grafik.
Aduh kan lo bilang confident bakal jawab dia kali kau.
We've done the critical run of material we've done the
Yung iba kanina kadi gigit ka yung tong ba ba. Hindi kan sebuah kan yo tam kia di kan ni tayo pasang.
kajing hit kari kawai but kajing kajing angmut kajing patba to ba labadom to balangnya to ba jilab ya politics to ba ya okay si shari kisnam ba
was it expected this
as a party we do expect for a good results so very I believe it goes in line with the thinking of the party.
According to you, what led to this huge victory for you and your party?
From the victory for us. Well, I believe that people, they fed up with the kinds of politics that we've had in our state for quite some time now. And people want change, and they see us that we are a party with a difference that we say. And so this is the result, I believe, of the longing of the people. So we look forward for fulfill the dreams and aspiration of the people for the change which they have been looking forward to.
But it seems really clear that you're leading now. What will be your future plans? Are you going to support NDA or India?
No, that is too early. So we will let you all know in due course of time. For now, thank you so much. Thank you.
Abang Yekran ang Nisha Kmaraga program India Decides. Professor Shilkan, I'll come to you. We have these big states, states which will really decide who will form the government at the center this time. We have states like UP, we have states like West Bengal, we have states like Gujarat, Rajasthan, Maharashtra. How do you think the numbers will play out in these particular states, looking at how the country has been going through in the last few years? What are your predictions, if I might say, on this particular? Let's look at only the big states, Karnataka.
Yeah, actually, if you see the last 2019 elections, in UP they got 62. BJP got 62 out of 80, which is a big number. So also in this Bihar also they got majority of the seat. What majority? It's 90%. So also in UP they got 62. Some of the states so that kind of sweep decides in which way it moves. I think. But whether that sweep is going to be there this time or not, some of the states, in how many states, that decides. The way that they got in 2019, if you see 90% or even 10%. In many of the northern states.
So talking about women, so according to you, in the rural hamlets of India as a whole, how do the women voters perceive the governance of the NDA of the last 10 years? And how has that, impacted upon or influenced upon their voting in this particular election?
See, in the states where BJP is already there in power and it is also in the center. So there, any identification of welfare programs, it will be identified with Modi. So it is Modi who has given that. So there it is possible that they think in terms of voting for Modi. But in states where opposition parties are there in power and they are also carrying they are also coming out with different welfare programs. They use their own names, their own party names and their own individual names. As you find in case of Andhra Pradesh, where YSR uses his own name for every kind of program it is taken up. So then comes the difference. So you cannot make it a kind of all India kind of thing saying that women as a whole is voting for India or against NDA. You cannot do that.
It's true. It's true.
It differs from state to state.
Voting is very nuanced.
Yeah.
And we have seen clips of some women who, who protest very strongly when you talk of anyone else other than.
For every kind of program it is taken up.
Modi. There are such type of women also.
There are both kinds of things.
Idon ki updates khandit. Idon ki updates khandit hangni namta ki viewers got 57% of the voting percentage so far till now. Mrs. Agatha Sangma has got 33% and Mr. Zenith Sangma has got 7%. This is the Tura picture in terms of voting percentage. Voting percentage for the Shillong seat. Dr. Ricky Sinkon has got 53%. Kong Ampurin has got 18% and Vincent Pala has got 18%. So this is the voting percentage, viewers, of the two seats of our state at this particular moment. Now we will go back to the ground and we are going to Polo, where Bart Nicholas is there. Bart Nicholas, good morning. Good
morning. Good morning, Yasrova. And a bright and sunny day to each and everyone. And we are looking forward for a great day. And, well, the nation as a whole is looking forward to the results of the Lok Sabha elections 2024.
Ba Nicholas, fila adon hang tu nadu mene step fila interview ya ba Ricky Sinkon Henry don show ki updates ki ba fila ban yangi from the ground pidon hang tu hapulo ai ki updates yangi
yang mentahi ke bangila ni kalong ba ki nong kersan jong ka seng VPP ki laya lum yalang ki laya shitram ba hang ni bat ka bangla ni yak ni kapor kalong ka jing angnut ka jongki banyo bantip ya ka lead ka ba ka parti kadang dan ni kapor kuma pila update bentan ba ka lead kalong almost 53%. So the sentiments are really high. As we can see, these are all supporters, Jongko PPP.
Nicholas. But
yes.
Pilang Bachiakran need to supporters Hangto are lying good, like long from any party, Klamdapek, Kakibadan Hangto, Pilang Bachiakran, when she was slow the Kiki on Kumno Halorganic accounting process had a pork Bamenta.
Okay. So, yang ni kalau buat kaya bagilah begini kalau bah kini kerja jalan kepada hapdeng Jongki non Christian Jong Kaseng VPP, but nila begini bah badeng gotong ni badan hang ni, badeng kaya kerja angnut, pekan ni kerja non Christian dia don kadang ni, kaya kerja angnut ke Jongki kaba pidon nak benda ibariki.
Kajing angnut jonga kalong bet ba kasencar kadar kamut kan long ka khoj nongkong namar balai baro khoj ya community ni kermen kani kari jing kersan di bre barya jong ki babun balang mo ki baduk kinong kendong ye tengi kermen bet ba lada unjob undong sencar ni kandidat jongi mo jong ka PPP bariki singkan tengi kwa bet namar ba lade lupa inong hikai ideri balai hikai ki skol ba ni mo chua Tiang ikerman bet marba ngadon kam than bangin keren kita taruh nomor latip khamba. Tiang ikerman bet bang inyo kataka jingsha kasencar kada nomor ba kata kadika kebanging perkat langanga simet perkat long bangi kwa community tak sencar kada bakhut ke.
Kajik kun kalong hapadeng ki parti ki balaseng yeladi hakari. Bakani kadi tang ka regional party ka badang suki menta tang katu ni. Iba hatu kum ka parti kadno kalong ka kongsan ya ka PPP banlong ban mi khmat lada yo kalat ka kabu ban mi khmat hang te po lok sabha kham tam
ti kani kalong nomor loring ekran kita ki national party runai ngangan ong ipi nomor kajaj bendu jungi asal party list namanya mo andre kamdan kata ka jingsai ya ka jela kamdan ru kata ka develop da village senong kendong le katam aldang le sinong to tentang isnei mo nomor tang ka surok ru banginya bania pas artli kali ru hadian siling sidia ti ngipe ikilti skin nomor ngim kmel ti kata ka yo simet nomor ka jingkwa jungi kalong bet kumno ban develop ya kisnong kithaw ki nong kendong nomor lada hatang hasor silong kamut ka surok ka he kapli long ka jeli ka bha da teng la song kali yo thia tengi pede chai nong kendong da song kali long song kali kulai te long habi
party supporters andre imat ngan hap chuong ba kidang ya long ki ba tang ya apsha ya karsol andre dapat hi kumni kinong Christian jong ko BPP tekilaya mi pa ba kumni ban pa lupa ya kata ka Christian ba dia kata ka jong ka jong kabaki ang nuot.
But Nicholas, kandid mo pila your interview ya iba riki sengkon. Kumno ikini parti candidates kumikong amperim iba pala hato pio la banyakran berki mana?
Haka jing yo i jong ano menem step pangatan hang ni kiwe ki candidate kin potpoy. Datang iba riki singkat iba lawan ladu menem step. Andre hak ni ka klipmat ngatrai ki candidate ki dang pechway ka trend hamno godur. But based on that, I try to ya mi pat Andre kumba i ka trend ising ila kham so thu hi kai ka ba ka jingmut kalong.
Kubli sibon ba Nicholas ngin sawan phai dang shapi hadin ka tu kan nipor pastor
koi isu kiti number gi bapi dak jing khen gi bapi la pin sko ba pila yo sko nang tu hoi ka jing tam gi dak jing khen te kala yar ba mu long silong ba turasi du tin rei aku juga por pada nga sukwa ban tip tingin yo nem gi jing tip namar ba ni nyobot akalangi district atu kani kadai bala lumlang na giwi ki counting centers jong ka state ne of course is ka sales ka kabun desi ginong ki kateng jong ginong tabun di
district wise
kadai pastor tambah kita ki update specific updates but ki details kin sawan the specific details and updates are on the way
agani ka live san fulai percent
kadai general ya borok district kat ka baki la your information
kalau ngumta tamu ka
simple mau ki nong page kani for begini ki numbers ki bangi kan mentai ka state ka jongi ka shillong seat ba ka tura seat kini ki general numbers ki bangi yo lum baki constituencies borok ko bai ngin sa IFP ki specific details ngin sa IFP ki specific details ngin Melayu ya kita pasal betul kan wan chapim pi ui mentan iwe neki supporters juga voice of the people party ikren hang tu but ikta ya kini ki mat ki wede with the common man ikta chipang ka surok yang chipang ka traffic yang ikta gitu ki mat ki bakta isit artli isit na po state ko jungi ban lech po 18th Lok Sabha happy ka calculation bar ko jing su thu kalong kumno
kalong tam kum ni ba ben mo kumbang ilay kren do ko ba sedang sai borongi kubur ba ban yo ye ka jing kala kam ni ka bakai kata te jinge kalong ba manga mo phi le ni munu ki birthday kita ki nong elam ki nong mi khmat nyimla bade ban kro lenti ngangam dangit than tang oi iwe number le ni artli ki number ngim palla ban thau per thel ra pisu ye ken pisu ya mudur la ta ka jeli ke ba san spa tam kita ki nong thau an ki nong ki ban sa punwandur ye ki policy ye ki an ki jongi tinre ya ju ko por beru kan deiru tangga puris kam benginong ba unong mi khmat jongi unum la ban le ye de ka song ru hakurukom trekam kum mentale le mo ngi ong ba ngi layo ya ki briu ki bala kam start tinre kam re ka sin ka baning kong ngi layo teng lu iba professor Gigi Swell uber nyota hangali nge sem na ki kot ki banga puli ngathai nu MP ubangi la pha ubobun kam tam de baswel inda puli gwi ko khubor ko bai pni mai election New York 100% ni gari India election Canada ida tho city kalong kumta ka gari balengi rungim le no kumta gari ki jongi ka jala ka jongi kadai ubobun kam tam na ki dak kisi
kandet ko yong pastori we free sang tu kadai ru ka rukom trekam henry la ring
ngan puisata
no pastor kandet kadai ru ka rukom trekam te henry la ring pet pat ya ka jinglong jong ka political scenario po India menta udon bet UNDA but imat menta nang ni sakmat ka sedang ka India Alliance ngong imat na bangim te panja yu imat kan don ka India Alliance ti phi tharai kumdo kata ka rukom trekam kan long lada ki kertong ki jongi nang ni dadai manu menuru ki ong ba ngim dei satu bat ngim dei shani ti ja yu ya kanika seat ka jongi hang thi hapo Delhi habadon sanspa sau phulai ngut ki MP hapo Lok Sabha lada phimdei shani phimdei satu phimjit you know kumno phila ban race ya ki concern ki issue ba ki voice jong people story ya ikong
okay
kanite kadai ka bangila ju i men shwaru kin shupoi hang tu kinum la ken ban kren ban penyo sngo ya ka sur jong ki briu nang ni namar ngila tip hi ba kadon ga lobby mano ban yo kren ka nuru kadon ga lobby ka baklan ba but ngi de ki briu kadon buram ba ho ngim jula ban ya tet meet te chuki kiwe te kinut
lai no ba saleng
ho la dai job ten ila ong hi bangan dan job dengan tet meet te ngai ngi nang ni na kari khasi jentian wangila don buram palat ban halaru imnut bangin kawang de ki imnut te ngin shushong be hang tu ngin snap ngin keren le si once in a while ngai ngin lobby but no nakabentak ni jella lada pilong uriu marway pilong independent pimiate ban ubat nuru kalong ka ba in political in a democracy which is politically led it's very difficult to be an independent person amongst 543 people and then I think it's also fair for us to ask the gentleman who wins, if he wins from the VPP, who is he going to align with? Because I don't believe this non-alignment business. You know, how many will be there who are non-aligned? And what is their role really in parliamentary democracy?
Professor Shrikant, this talk of alignment and all, what is your take on this? Specific to the Shillong seat.
No, Shillong seat, when it comes to Congress, you are very clear that it is against it. Now it is VPP which has to spell out openly.
Exactly.
Which they have not so far.
That is, but it is like that when I spoke to some of the persons who are close to VPP, they have been telling that we are consistent when it comes to question of secular ideas, and we will never align with BJP. But whether it is the stand of the party or not, it is something that the party should officially spell out.
Yes.
I feel that they have a tendency, but they may not align with BJP, I think. But we do not know the kind of politics which goes on in the Northeast as a whole. As Patricia McKim was rightly pointing out, there are many other considerations which make the regional parties to because that gives some kind of balance.
Yes.
Pastor Porto, people come to India, Yakan in Mano, people come to Hashvanka history, Jonka MP election, Jonka state, Kajungi Kumapila Akran, and Fiatu Bonki Kana. And I mentioned Angela Eva, Napoka Shillong seat, Kajungi, Bonki independent Kipale. Hato PE kumno pa deka rukom trekam jungki ka menswa but balay maki kilala ban long successful ngila ban
ka jala ka jungi lele ka don ye kata history ka kila spe kita kisembai jong ki parti rulum
Coalition government.
ki sa ngoi no pada ki mi sa ngoi la mi ki Chelsea adin bagio e ka jala sa ngoi no Timentaro Islami sa siya ngoy. Tinringan poy biyang sa katugo bangong mane pada garum trikam naman nga dali ko garum perkat. Habang abu ita ka jingkli hakano ka dur ni trikam kum kinong mikman. Kawai ka bang si perkat kalaban ba kalamo sa penbet yang aki daga buburam mi kinong petu. Kalaban long ka daw mangimlaban trikam namar kam dadi bangiyay bat ki briu ki badan na gajing sensyar. Namar sans pangon si spasen po aspa tikindon kiba don sabar jong liang sensar yo le si nga superkat ken ya kini gisan po tiligis nam yo ngi kim jingmote nimnang ban penyedai berkitu ki we pat ki aspa ngon ki bamde ka liang sensar mo la kalong mensuala ne menta namar banga syam ne kene gawai ni dan sibon ke history ya kari jong wala dangi akran ne kata ga bangyong ka ayo yero ende mundan weru MP sabar na ka jala ga jongi uban syampang ya kata ke jing telok jong kita gisim kasi nyimpalaban pen soto ya ke partai India ya ke history ke jong bakir kin soto ba pleng dan kam ban ya kersan ya ke ne ke kunpun jadi riu ke bered kenang bakin im agane ke partai nyimpalaban soto pen soto iki sa ke partai India tingang suong le si kung katang so atang ganuk sabo warga ni ke bangia ke balong popular mentagi isu ka jing perung ya ka ketin kasi ngamtip ngimna indai hadu arajar ka kendai ka government of India na ka India ne ka NDA ka Congress ne ka BJP kita ne ka ka standard reply ha parliament ba kidang sudah tung dang sen pusnem arajar tamem tu ya ka komiti ka study biang ya kata ka bat kumnu ban perung ya ki jaitin beper jong ka India ha ka aki schedule Ndai nadu gisnam ka kendai spa nyu pau terter ki jong iba radhon ki jong ye kila jupelong ye ki jingelang bagi wan ki member jong Kasaitia Academy ru kala jutung ye ki expert committee ban study ye ka jing seruspa jong kata ka ketin kasi kum kini ki isu ngidan kam ban penyedai perlok kataken ka bangong ka jing Star Trek kam ka bang ngamud ro ye kata ban penyedai perlok lane ban pli ki jing mut ki jing perkat ki jong la dangim pli ki jing mut ki jing perkat ki jogi kumno ngini penyedai perlok tendai wayu bangasem lesin ubalala ban ubala persang ban ne kumta udah ba joy akapor bu dang long tang kum wemeli jong ka apo ka asam ru upersang berudan ya kata rukum berkat ba ngidi ban job ye ki wepat ki jela ki wepat ki jaka jong sabar
yang marway namal nakanika jela hiru ndon ba support ye
unum dan nga hakap bentangi ya keren ya ka
ngakwa ban keren kandiat te shwa ba ngini apoish ki wepat ki benta ba brosh kata hakisnam ki baladep ni don kan North East MPs Forum ngitip banang ni ngipa atusan ngut ki MP brokon zai ka toro menta kala aja we don't hear of this North East MPs Forum anymore today. If we cannot lobby as a region, then how do we lobby individually? You know, we have seen how opposition states like Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala have had to go to the Supreme Court to get their share of the central funds. So what is going to happen to us if we do not lobby in the right way, if we don't have a voice? A lobby means a voice, no?
So now we'll go to the national trends. We're going to have a look at some of the graphics. As we can see over there, India Alliance are 223, the Congress has 98, NDA 291. So as of now, sir, NDA is down by around 90 as compared to the 2019 figures, and of course India Alliance will be up because it's a new alliance. What is your take on this? This is a national trend right now, and we have, sir, before we move ahead, another graphic over there where we find BJP doing well in central India. That must be certain part of Assam and Arunachal in northeast India, doing well in certain pockets of South India, and India Alliance also doing well over there. You can see in blue over there. India Alliance also is doing pretty well in some of the states, and they have made some sort of a dent in and even India Alliance doing well in certain pockets, and this is a picture of Assam in northeastern India. This is Assam in northeastern India. India Alliance also doing well, BJP also doing well as expected in Assam. And now we will move to the graphics of the state of in South India. We come to Kerala. Professor Shrikant, the ones in blue are of a party belonging to the India Alliance, the INC, the Indian...
the LDF Alliance.
Yeah, the LDF Alliance. As we can see, doing very well in the state of Kerala. And if we can have more states, it'll be maybe some of the bigger states. If we can have a graphic, if we can have a graphic of UP, it'll be great at this moment in time. It'll be good to look at UP because UP normally decides everything. We normally say that. UP can decide. UP Madhya Pradesh can decide. Kani ka deka state Uttar Pradesh kinong pet baro kumbangila bani ihangtay. Ka India Alliance su kala yo kato kani ki seat na maka Samajwadi Party ko mangila banyu kala yo kato kani si kini baru kini ki leads mo parlok nong pet kini ki leads tang ki leads empat mi ka result ka counting ka empat kot hiwingi apo ka Uttar Pradesh ka Samajwadi Party ka lebha ka BJP of course ka kadang lebha hi hang tu henre kiwi ki party ro gila ben ki rong ki bapher hang tu kiwi ki party hapo UP ki bapet baro ngi di masutho baka state UP bat Madhya Pradesh ki state ki balong kongsan hadu kata ha ka wedai bat ka general elections ka ri India ka jogi kani par ka di ka state Gujarat ka bangi bat ka BJP gila ban ong ba ha ki leads ki bamenta ki trends ki bamenta kala ajan sar ya ka state baro ka way like no iway constituency Ibadan ha ka wrong blue hang pe ka tega dei jong ka party jong ka India Alliance mentang gin wan si state ki bakhamrit sa po ka northeast ka jongi ha po Nagaland that is which party ka te that is Indian National Congress tika Congress NDPP ki alliance bat ki BJP acha so kani ka party ka lead ha po Nagaland menta ka alliance jong ka India bloc mentangin late pa sikiwa gini pa states ki bakhamrit hagani ka port ato ka di ka Nagaland ka balit mentah po Nagaland ka di ka alliance jong ka NDA mentangin pa iwi pa di state di bakhamrit katay ka di ka Arunachal Pradesh but kung mangilai haki artli ki seat jong ka Arunachal Pradesh baro artli ki seat ki leads menta trends menta ki late jaga party Bharatiya Janata Party but kung mangitip hi Kiran Rijiju one of the leading faces of the BJP and the NDA in Northeast India. And if we can have some more small states, okay. Kanpa ki perlu ki jongi po studio ki dang update ki information ki jongi. Amentang yang hai biang siapa ka jongi keren ka jongi hani hapo studio. Professor Shrikant, Uttar Pradesh, Samajwadi Party doing well this time. Interesting?
Yeah, that is now this time both Congress and Samajwadi worked together. That chemistry between Rahul and Akhilesh is visible, and you can see many of the rallies, the people poured into that in lakhs. So that is showing the trend. So I think that kind of attraction which Akhilesh could do, and sticking on to the point, fighting against this Hindutva and emphasizing on the issues of unemployment, price rise, and others.
Also
so they are able to do it, but how far they pull off ultimately, that is to be seen.
Also, I think people are disillusioned with Nitish Kumar, no? Going
that is Bihar.
That is Bihar.
Yeah. This is actually it is UP is known for Hindutva experiment.
Yes.
So that is where Ayodhya, Varanasi, and all these things are there. People are prone to that Hindutva sentiments more.
Okay.
But there, if even if you get 1/3 of the seats by India Alliance, that makes a lot of difference for the India as a whole.
Thank you, sir.
And whether it happens
Also
or not.
the Ram Mandir, no? Having been constructed and tourism boosting.
Yeah.
Kau Pratisha, ngi ka state Gujarat hang tu mentam. La jan saffron baro, la no iwi constituency hang tu ha ko northern Gujarat ngi de dang elect ka in the trends elect ka India Alliance. Almost the entire state ka lead ka BJP. Kani kalong expected lines nam tajung pi?
Yeah, because you see, Amit Shah is from there, and there's been a lot of intimidation. Kadon kajing pentri mi ki brio ban mai mi ban it bot dang menin ki dang ya mi ki brio ki dang ya kren. Halor kata kajing penting jing pen sir bam dei ban mi ban it bot da mi udai ban mi ban it tap tang ka BJP. Tikini ki brio ki la ya tho shaka Election Commission of India mo. Then rai la long too late and menta ban take action. It's along expected lines because Modi is from Gujarat, Amit Shah from Gujarat, so you can imagine the pressure on that state.
Okay, Pastor.
No. My interest is also close to home, West Bengal. What happened in West Bengal? I would like to know more.
West Bengal. For West Bengal, Pastor, we are still waiting. So you wanted to say something?
I think in case of Orissa, BJP is making headway as the figures show.
Okay.
I think, but not so in West Bengal. Because these are the two states on which NDA or BJP had high hopes. So they could make a dent into both these states. But it appears that in Odisha they have made substantial gains or making substantial gains. But it doesn't seem to be so in case of West Bengal as I could see. But maybe the latest figures one can show.
Pasal pertu aku mengi mentah Pak West Bengal ki leads bagi trends kadon ka jing ele kapadang ka NDA baka India Alliance ka in to be specific kapadang ka TMC baka BJP kadon ka jing ele PE kumdo halor kan ni
ngai ka bai dei but serithor ka jing tip donga sepang ka electoral politics ka dunamo tangba ngasu la ban so thu kat bangala ban so thu ka ban ya dahi yangi kirit pa na kajing kentur yang ini ki hepa ki banget ha kajing sensa don bor mo ki datang ke benta ke basethi jong ke India ba yang i ke West Bengal ke badai i ke daya le kumbalai le thma persya ya kata kajing sensa thombor dek ki bri ki banget ba ino ke India ke bandai ke Hindu ba kumta terter di tangba kumba kalong mentab de yu ba ke BJP ru ka le bhal ni ka khlan ha ki benta ka tu kamtam magani ka kadon gani ka benta pi ka ba ka North Bengal mo ka ba ki dawaru ya ka jala la ka jong ka Kantipur ka Darjeeling ti gitu gidi ki jaka ki ba lesi ka BJP ka khlan bat jing sisa gidi ki jakaru ki ba bun ginong song gidi ki tribal kumangi di adivasi di hakturu nilam nong ba kanyam ba kadan na kajong garol ba persoto ye ki rulum ki boku mangi banong ba kanyam jo piru kadi Kahawa po ka jing kudup
Public
niya menduk.
stuff. Alright. Professor Shrikant, since we are talking about the national picture, big states, national politics and all that, in this particular election, how much of a factor was UCC and UCC and the and the CAA? How much of a factor was that?
The government wanted to make it a big issue, whether it is RAM or UCC and others, but and they could implement. Now, Ram Temple is there,
And CAA,
the CAA is already there, and all that. And maybe that they expected high rewards for that, but it doesn't seem to be so right at the moment. So on such expected lines, the people did not come out in support of religion or this UCC also, CAA also, because there is opposition to CAA in case of West Bengal. I think so. They said we will not implement it. It is right now. It is not implemented in thing only for a namesake in Tripura and others. It has come out. So whether they can implement it or not, it all depends on whether NDA comes to power. But I don't think it is a big issue which mobilized the people in support of it or against it.
Because to a certain extent, we feel that it has backfired also, because many states were against this and they were like speaking against this more competition PE kumno.
Assam I think in Assam this CAA has an impact because people are so fearful of illegal migration or so-called illegal migration, and they have, how it is, people are brainwashed to believe that all their resources are taken over, all their land is taken over. Then you have a chief minister who's overly oratorial on that issue, so there's no other person who can come and counter him. We haven't seen that happening in a long time in Assam.
Ma'am, I just want to differ. In Assam, it is true that there is opposition to CAA when it comes to Upper Assam. But when it comes to South Assam, Barak Valley, where there are substantial number of people who have migrated from Bangladesh or East Pakistan and settled here, there is a considerable support for
That's
CAA.
what I'm saying. In Assam, there is support for CAA.
Yeah, there is support. So the people are divided here. There is opposition in case of Upper Assam, and no opposition. And another thing that the CM did, Assam, is he communalized the issue. And made it into Hindu versus Muslims. So he could neutralize the CAA movement even in Upper Assam. So that is defeated.
Professor Shrikant and Ekong Pratisha, they are on the same page looking at the national picture of UCC and CAA and other big legislations which the NDA was looking at. The state iba rit kumjongi pastor UCC CAA kamot ayu ya state na bakang bakinong pet kijongi ken yo jing shai ken det the state ijongi kini ki landmark legislations ki bangi pet kari India borok koi kimot ayu nam ta jongi kakta kumno yangi kum ki pat ba jong ini state ibaret hapo Meghalaya
Si ka jala ko tungi kadai ka jala jong ginong song ki tribal ki barit pa. To ka UCC tu kan kata namar ba nginum la bandan ka wei ka awai hakiwi ke benta ke UCC ke nyarap ye kiwi pat ki kenhun nyam ki kenhun jai ben riu le hakiwi ke benta pada yangi ba pin ya sno lang hakiwi ke kentup lang hakiwi ke an ba batai ya ka jingim jonga simet jong ikong simet leni jong kolong ying jonga simet jong kolong ying jong pi simet kam ni ke masuk namar ngidan laga jong ka sain perkhat laga jong ka thmeri laga jong ka culture ka ken kur ken kha ken jaj berkum ta teter kini kinang de ki isu ki bangin ki bandang peluk kini mo tinai wan yang se kasi ngimla balen ba gadon ke jing sisa ba gadon ke jing ma ya ke jing wan ju ki briu ki bana bar hairi jungi berit di jelai jungi berit i bangi dan tang kendiat ki lom ki wa ki lanang wan mentar ki badan ki lanang bu jing sisa bre ka long ba ka jing penjat gi lum gi wa kam de than thang na jing wan ju gi bri mana ban dei manga ma penjat Tindray are not easy broke away. See, if people gain political dividends from this politics of CA, this politics will continue. They can bah Manipur, Nagaland, but Kibriu kitan kam ya ketu free movement regime. Bakin ya let ya one hapo 100 kilometer ke border India ke border Myanmar. Ya ketu pada ke sarkar India hapo ke dalam jong Narendra Modi Prime Minister jong India ki pendono. Ke politik santa pada ke geopolitik santa pada kalong dakumta. Tinggi sulong kumiti ling kendapi. Susah kenting sini, susah kenting satai. Tindray, kong tangwan cupun kut. Indray, kini hi kibalong local specific ingi isu kamtam ni ke Northeast. What Northeast rungim lah mensim bagi jing CA kan ke Assam bat hangi kan dei kumjo. No, namar ke geografi kala ke border kala. Kini kibalong local specific sa hangi bangin rai tu bangin berkhan. Kumjo ru ngan at hang ni saya kaput bat jungi baka Assam. Ladangi dan ke solution ya ki kaput bade baka Assam. Ai kitu ki briwi. Ha kitu ke jaka kin kam yo maki ke surde bakin ongi ei. Ngatai ngin ha banya da kata kerukom berkhat. Kompetisi.
Halor ke CAA ngoba kanihi ke act kalong unconstitutional namar ka mention tang ki Kristan ki Parsi ki Muslim ki Parsi ki Hindus Buddhist but Kristan te ki don ki brejungi ha Bangla ki Bombay ki Kristan ki Bombay ki Muslim ki bas don ha kaniam khasi ki basya menong no sya opras bahang tu dada kitu ki kwa banwan ngin lek kumno ki don bon ba ki kasim don provision te kata kan ya kanu hi ka at ka balong unconstitutional ha jing hishangim de hi ban pediang we should not accept any act that is unconstitutional
ha di ka po ngin ri phai biang sha po ground ngin ye pe khendet ye ki dur ki bangin wanra chupi ki bede na ki parties ki don hang tu ki ya don ki baya le ki baya kani ka scene hapo pulo kani ka scene menta kani ka dur ki bangi wan rai phi na po pulo ngi ka jing jai hang tei wala ki bri ki lai don hang tu ki la ya lum ngim dala ban itu ba ki dina kanu ka party tama imat bubun hina ki dina ka voice of the people party ki ya don hang tu ki ya up ya ki results but ngin persangkat bala namta jong phi ki ba pej hayeng bat haki mobile phones ki jong phi haki jaka ba prepare bangin wan ra ki updates ngin man ra ki updates kloi kat bala ngi ai up ki updates tampo ka shilong seed ba ka tura seed bat kat bangin dang yo ki updates ngin wan ra ki updates shapi hani por idon iwe jingkren ibarit ngin ya phai se itu jingkren takat bagi dang up itu jingkren ini peteng ya ka discussion jungi hang dia po studio menta ka counting kalaya kumno lai kenta kalaya hoi menta ngin dek swa itu ai jingkren kendit na ini ikong
Cuma pengakarsian ada komentar baru boleh double boleh efek saya jadi support anda mulai job lu boleh efek dan berkata ulah meeting boleh deh ulah banyak kan ya kan nanti jadi punya itu aja bu dan jingkemen lupa mengadan jingkemen sudah mengatakan dia tapi entah hingam dan disebut kita
counting menta kalaya like enta Professor Shrikant counting has been going on for the last 3 hours and by now for sure postal ballots are done and we are actually moving to the EVMs. It has been going on for at least 3 hours. We are now at 11 almost 11:10, so it has been going on for 3 hours and we see the national picture over there. India Alliance 226, NDA 296. These are trends and leads. So we can say a certain chunk of the votes has been counted. So, Professor Shrikant, would you like to stick your neck out and say something on these numbers?
I don't want to say even a thing, but there are certain trends which where BJP is gaining that I am trying to see. One is Orissa, where it is making a headway, and another is Andhra Pradesh. Not by that BJP is winning, but its alliance up here, Telugu Desam alliance,
Doing well.
It's doing well. So that way it will go to the support of BJP. So that is happening. And in Bihar also, so far we don't get enough of things to say that BJP is down. BJP is still in an advantageous position as far as Bihar is concerned right at this moment. So RJD is there, I think, only in 3. Whether it can make it up or not, because India pinned so much of hopes on RJD's victory, but it doesn't. Right at this moment, it is not showing. So that is. These are 3 crucial states.
Yes.
So we need to see. But in Karnataka, it is showing as 17 for BJP and 7 for this India. So that needs to be seen. What happens?
Pastor, counting going on for almost 3 hours plus now. These are the numbers we have. Would you like to stick your neck out and say something?
No, jing si sala lai kan ta le tu selong yi berit la di ban tip long la di ban sai.
You update
la di ban sai.
Ngakren ni ka di India bro.
India kan lang sempor nomor kumbakalong menta wat ke West Bengal ke jantam yang iru nagi state ki bah nyimpat dayo ke dur ke besai. Tingam tip ke Assam ke long kumno ti Assam de tharai kan yo kurhi ke BJP. Tinrei ki dak jingken bedai ke bangila bani nang ni I kumba ke kongres lu ke lebha. Da ke lebha kemut bangi yo mensim kan dia ndai bangi sya kongres ke long ba kan klan ke kanhun ki badan ke liang persya. Ke bang kermen ba ladai ba Riki Singkon I job ru in don lang se ke liang persya. Ada ke sensar ke BJP ke namar ya kata tinggal akli publicly ngalabu ke jingkeli ke BJP. Namar hagawi ni ki interview I ni ki nong thogo kubo Riki ba Riki yang Barnu pinite lok na ki job adin ke election ti 4 ay ke jubab. Tindai mangihi ngaku munong song snong ubal ajit hagani ke election nga kermen ba unong mikmat jonga ni ka nong mikmat jonga hagani ke kenti ba dalilai kinum yesno gain bat ka NDA alliance mo kani ka sengga ba kabalong gajing ma jing kirit pa lagalong kirit pa riulum trairi ne kirit pa kristan ne kirit pa muslim kalong gajing ma nga tengah yang scam malo kata ba nga kermen bakin ya solem na kabenta jongi tindai la daya bon le sa kaliang persa ti wat kita ki baliang sensar di kimut ban le ye ru kandan gajing senran kandan gajing tingkan bar ketai kata ken ka sensar pa ba ka batei. That is the the healthy democratic
thank you
route. Yeah.
Thank you. Kong Patricia, sir, I'll come back. I'll come back. Kong Patricia, so kumbangi hentai India Alliance kalebha trends and leads hadu manta kalebha hato philong kumno philong surprise ne kani ke ba phila ha ke calculations ki jong phi ki analysis ki jong phi ki jing ekren ki jong phi ba ki parlok ki jong phi klengri India phila yu I lupa bakan salong kumni ki ka jing sko ko jong phi
kini ki trends ki ba mi menta they discredit the exit polls completely. So this is a great thing, and it also brings to the fore the lack of independence of the media today. We have all the Godi media giving the BJP a clear win, but now see, we are seeing that the India Alliance is also fighting back. According to exit polls, India Alliance was not featuring anywhere. So I'm glad at least that those media houses or those analytics have been called out, the untruth has been exposed. Because yesterday there was a very good researcher who deconstructed the whole exit polls and said we need to know the sampling, we need to know on what is the basis of that research on which they gave these funny figures.
Exactly. You want to say something?
Yeah, this is what at least one thing is now clear, that 400 par or 370 is not going to happen.
You have been saying that for a very long time.
So that way, because these exit polls again created that kind of illusion in the minds of the people, that as if it is a bigger reality, but now it is proved beyond doubt that they will not be anywhere near that. Yes, they may form government, but that also it is showing as less than 273. So they can form government only with the help of allies if possible. That way it is very clear. It is the media has to now take a call. What kind of things they are doing it. The way that they are trying to create. I don't think that it was scientific at all.
No,
One
not
is
at all.
they have tried to get influenced by the government and came out with figures, fake figures.
Because
which has no value at all.
all the channels belong to corporate bodies.
So that is the most horrible thing, and people now don't believe.
Yeah.
They don't trust any exit polls hereafter. That is what has happened.
Yes.
So shame on all these media channels.
And I quote Professor H. Khan, shame on all those who have done Godi media who have given those sort of exit polls. Because, see, it did create some impression in the last 3 days.
Yes.
You will agree with me. It did create some. I was talking to some people on the ground. I was talking to young people, and they were like, this is something which we never expected. We thought it'll be a fight, it'll be a close fight. Now they are saying that you'll touch 400 plus, something which was really not expected. So first of all, it really created some disappointment in your case also when you saw the exit polls.
See, nowadays I hardly watch, especially the news more. I only read news nowadays, thanks to the, like Kong also, yang still bat dia kata ban penyaja ketua print media. Long kaba bro mentang ngilaya shift ngilaya kriya segawai pat nama raga jingbun kambu. Ndrei ni thogi pi ngat sange ban peji tiki media house ki bosu yel nyar ki bosu kerkai. Then they just for like a moment bade lamar bangala yele election ki ladan ki tiki analyst ki bawan keli yang hapor ba MLA election. Ong si it will take years for you to understand tribal politics. But can analyze the data like we did now. Of course, national Lok Sabha election it's easy, and in the plains it's easy. Here, ubangi nang jil namar buding mama, namar bungi na dia siap marbul lang bodang rin berkumta ter. Kumno pin analyze ya voting pattern jongi kamtam. Tendringi di state berit di ngasukumen bade menta ba ngasuti bi ba kita ki exit poll ki lapani be kadana ne ka channel ka ba lapani la jan kot south pa ka ji ha south pa tam ki pen ik di menta la da ka long kumte batang ka kongres marweru ka palat spa ha ka jing tam ha ka jing nyubut menta te ka pani ba kumbayo ong bro imat gade ka WhatsApp university ka ba penplumari ka perthai ka ne bat kani de ka ma bade tamasu sungu bade ba hadu menta ka we ka ba bhag ba election commission ka le ka long ba kala pendu igini ki poll ha ka pedeng ba election rate bani sha kumni ha ka poll election tala aku tu perthai ka seat ka badan tang san spa parliament lami inrus pa tali unong job kumta
kani ka we ni kita ba balai ba kila khang ye tu ka practice ba grade first phase kila ban pin exit poll kila khang ye and ka to ka bha namar ba kala ban yelam baklai ki nong the vote ki basa ki phase ki basa ha ke ba bon ki liak tenga thai ka to ka we ka development ka ba ngi dei shisha ban ta appreciate kum ki nok tang shnong jung kari india hi bro ko we te kan bang idang updates na po ka state ke jongi specific updates na ka state ke jongi but ki reports na po ground ha ka bang yo man ye kren but iba Nicholas ne Aaron kiwe pat ki correspondence ki dan hapo ground ini betang ini ka jingkren ke jongi but ini ya hindered the geopolitics of the results of these elections. Professor Shrikant, which countries will be happy right now with these results, and which countries will be disappointed with these results, because all countries of the world, they are watching the Indian elections, this elections very, very closely. They are all watching this because it's a matter of business, it's a matter of investment, it's a matter of human rights and freedom and democracy. They're watching our elections very, very closely. So what is your take, the international take of our elections? Which countries will be, like, for example, happy, and which country will be disappointed with the trends that we have so far?
No, the trends we can't, but the ultimate results, once it comes out, it becomes clear their positions. But why is it that India becomes important for the other powers, as Western powers? Because it has a huge market. It is the market that they look at.
Exactly.
Yes. Not the leader. To be frank, many of these Western countries have problems with the existing regime, which is out and out following a particular kind of ideology, which is not consistent with the democratic principles. So on that, they are against it, but they will not fight against Modi or BJP because they have interest in the economy of the country. Economy is showing they are interested in the markets of this economy. So they will not take on or fight openly against BJP. But at the same time, there are also compulsions on them. Right, to also to state that what is going on in the country is not all that correct, because there are pressures on the issue of democracy, on the issue of press freedom, and on the communal issue and others. So there is a pressure also, so they will be watching that, and definitely if the alternative government comes, definitely most of these countries will support that.
Yeah, it is like no doubt about that. Mo, but in terms of politics and business, the typology ng yung kumuli yung passion don't be so excited. Namarba kadaw padang higade job kumuli, so that all these MNCs from around the world can sell all their cosmetic products in this big market, like Professor Shrikant said, India. Do you still remember this
Yes,
can you enlighten our viewers at this point of time?
India is a huge cosmetics market for all kinds, especially this fair skin. Of course, it's happening. And see, the women's body has been the location of violence. It's also location